Oh my God. 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 I gotta go to the store. I gotta go to the store. My keyboard is dying. The keys. I couldn't even say hi, Lulu. I started typing, and then some letters were showing up, and my keyboard's broken. I think I need new batteries. It's not functioning right. That's not right. I couldn't even say hi to people on the chat. Oh, it seems to be working now. So I guess it's just the. I did post a link into the Google Plus, Facebook. So, and I believe, I'm not sure if I sent you a link, but I could actually post it here also. Please stand by. Your call is important to us. Copy. Paste. If you're on a PC, you. There. That's the link to actually join, if you guys want to join in. And we have Troy, that's online, Nico, and Bucks RC World. Peter Carve also is in the house.
Hey, Tank.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Did you get a keyboard?
I didn't put batteries in it yet. I'll see how it handles. How do I put add moderator? There we go. Peter, I just put you as moderator so you can post links to stuff. So I'm just adding a bunch of people here so that people can add their own links if ever they want. Come Steve O.D. Steve O.D., I did send you a link to join, not by email, but just by the app. So hopefully it does work. If you do want it by email, let me know. I can send it back to you. Whoa, all of a sudden the chat just like poof, caught up. That was stupid. Honey Lulu's in the house. So Honey Lulu, how's your build going? Did your Honey Poo help you out with your build? So Honey Lulu, how's your build going? Did your Honey Poo help you out? Oh, Sir Shrimpalot is there.
Hey, hey.
Randy. Nice
Shirt.
How's your build going? Sir Shrimpalot, turn off the other video that's running in the background.
Oh, sorry. Hey.
Randy. Nice shirt. Your shed looks bigger.
Yeah, his shed looks bigger. I think he changed the angle of his camera.
I need more light still. I've been too busy.
Oh, yeah? Let me close the door behind me before I wake up my wife. Hold on. That's not the right button. Darn. Oh my God, did I see that right, Troy? You shaved.
I did.
God, what happened to you? You're so thinner.
I know. I tried to make myself look taller because I couldn't believe you were taller than me. So I did this to make myself look taller.
So now if I go back and I stand beside you, am I still going to be as tall, or are you going to be taller?
I'll be taller because I'll be on tiptoes.
Yeah, I haven't posted any video yet of my visit to you or any pictures. I think I did post one picture of you when you were with my son. I think.
I haven't seen those, so.
That's the picture where we did a selfie together.
Oh, all three of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so long ago when I had a beard.
It wasn't that long ago. Come on now.
So your wife liked it, the trip?
Yep. Took a lot of pictures. Like I got thousands of pictures.
I heard.
So this is the picture that I took of us three, and that's Troy when he had his beard not too long ago. Yeah, I've been so busy at work. Like I work till 7 o'clock tonight at work, and usually I finish at 5, but I work till 7, just catching up with all the work that needed to be done because I was gone so long, and nobody else does my job at work. So that's kind of sucks, but is good. Their job security, but
yeah, good.
So that means I got to do a little bit of overtime right now. But the boss is good.
More RCs.
Yeah. Well, I'm salary, so when I do overtime, I don't get paid, but I am allowed to take days off. So Steve O'D's in the house.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's because you're almost hugging the camera, but yeah, we can hear you right now. I want to show something to Troy. See, I should have brought this guy with me, so you would have.
That looks so good.
But it's especially my all my stuff. I got the back, and I do have. Yes, it is a bra.
Did you repaint the body?
Nope. No, it's got a lot of scratches.
It just looks shinier right now with your camera.
It looks what?
It looks shinier than it did before.
Okay. It always had a pretty good. It always had a pretty good shine on it, and maybe it's not as dirty as it used to be. But I never cleaned this. I just let the dust fall off of it.
Okay. Well.
But what I want to show you guys is I got something new from Bauhaus RC. And it could fit on your truck also, Troy. So let me find the page first. So I'm the first one in Canada that actually has these. Let me present to everybody, and I'll share my screen. Share that one. There we go. So I got these guys, rear shackle mount for the TF2.
Those are nice. I'm going to have to get those because the thing that they cure, I've been noticing a lot on my Marlin.
Okay. Mine, do not buy these right now from Bauhaus RC because they're not even available for sale right now. These are the 3D printed ones, okay, from Bauhaus RC, but it's not even released yet to the public. Stop sharing the screen. And, oh, come on, mouse. I have, it's going to be hard to see, the one I have are actually aluminum.
Oh, nice.
And they actually have the Bauhaus RC logo on them.
Oh, that is very nice.
So he's got a whole bunch of aluminum ones coming his way, and they're going to be up on his website soon, Bauhaus RC. And that actually stops when you try to do that without dropping my truck.
The leaf spring lock.
Yeah, the leaf spring lock. So by putting it at the back now, there's no way it's going to lock up.
That is so nice.
They do have some aluminum ones coming. So these ones are in aluminum, the one I have here. And these are the original aluminum ones that come with the truck. And these are perfectly straight.
Yes.
So the ones they've done are a little bit angled back.
Yeah, they got a cant backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
Rear bolt. Yeah, I think that's going to turn out really nice.
So I don't know how much he's going to be selling them, but I know for a fact I'm one of the first guy to ever get them. So
Sunny Lulu still on?
I don't know.
I think so.
Honey Lulu, are you there?
I can't see chat.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a sec. Stop presenting. I should be live at the chat. So Shrimp a lot. I'll put you as moderator also, so you can share a link if ever you want to.
All right.
What's everyone working on tonight? I don't know. I was going to pick something and start working on something myself, but let's see. Troy, what are you working on today?
I was working on the back half.
And what are you changing on that?
The tailgate.
That doesn't have a tailgate.
Now I'm working on this.
Okay.
And I've added my side, and now I'm adding a sunroof.
Aha.
I'm gonna make it so it actually flips up like the old ones did in the 80s.
Just say sunroof or escape hatch.
Well, if this ends up on its roof, it's not gonna do too. And it's too narrow for the ejection seat.
For the ejection sheet? Yeah, right. Let me close my body real quick. Put it back on there. I need to get some new rock sliders for this truck. I got the normal one, the plastic one, the original one, but I need to get some real rock sliders for this.
Yeah, I'm looking for the rear bumper, the Marlin Crawler bumper, has
Okay.
the turtle on it.
Well, you have one. What are you looking for? Another one? No,
I'm looking for the rear bumper that has the Marlin Crawler turtle plasma cut out of the metal on the back.
Okay.
So far, it hasn't been in stock. They show it to you, but tease you with it, but you can't get it.
And Sir Shrimplot, what are you working on?
Well, actually, I just finished working on the Bronco. I was going to log off, and all of a sudden, I got the pop-up that you're on live.
Oh, well, thanks a lot for coming in.
Right.
Always appreciate you coming in from all the way from Toronto. And yes, Honey Lulu is on the line. She was just watching. She was on the phone. So go ahead with your Bronco. What are you doing? What did you change?
Don't know if you can really see it. I finally put an interior in it.
Okay.
It just doesn't look right with nobody in there driving it.
Yeah.
The SSD bumpers now I have. New SSD rims.
Yeah, I heard some good things. I heard some good things about the SSD bumpers for those.
And I have the Hobby Wing Axe 1800 system in it now.
Okay.
Oh, scoot right along.
Oh yeah, it works really nice. Everyone think
low crawling there, Randy.
Yeah.
Low crawling, yeah. Did you burn the other one, or where did you change it?
I'm putting the 2300 in the Jeep. The other one. I figured I'd try the 2300 first in the Bronco, and I figured I'll try the 1800. 1800 is much better with the 2-speed.
I'm getting an 1800 brushed motor, 45 turn for my orange truck. Because right after I fixed it after you left, Tank,
yeah,
I noticed that the motor is arcing like crazy. I cleaned off all the dust off of it from when I was out at the beach. It actually went for a quick plunge in the ocean, and it shorted it all out.
I guess.
Then after it dried all out, I plugged it in and gave her a rip and did so with the body off. So I noticed the and the interior out, so I noticed it because I could actually see the little gap in that silver can motor, and it was arcing like crazy. So I definitely new motor.
So Bill Brighton says he's got the 3D printed ones on his truck, on his long wheelbase TF2. So he's got the 3D version of the Bauhaus RC.
How do they work?
The bolt holes at the top don't line up right. Because of this, I use one screw at the top. So I guess there was issue with that 3D print. But let me tell you, the aluminum ones are very well made. And I can't tell you where they're made, but they're very well made.
Go to the Bauhaus site. I'm not sure if it's on there.
Yeah, hold on, I'll go.
I saw something. It's the interior kit for the engine bag.
Yes.
Is it on the page now?
Well, I don't know if it's he's got the hood. It's the hood set, not the interior. It's just the hinges.
Yeah, but it comes with the those nice hinges. It comes with the skirting there for the
wheel wells. Oh yeah. Are you sure?
Yep. Go through the pictures. You get all that.
So that's the kind of a frame.
Yeah, that's how it's mounted into the truck body.
Okay, and these probably go on the side also.
Yeah.
That's kind of a firewall, or not a firewall, but in the front.
Yeah, the grill.
For the grill. And this goes at the back. The hinges probably hooks up to that and hooks up to this, and also hooks up on the side here.
Yep.
Yeah, so you get a piece for the side, you get a piece for the top.
So you get four pieces.
And you get the piece for the front for the radiator.
And I like that hinge because it's metal.
Yeah, and it's 59. It's not bad. It's just I got to get the courage up to actually cut mine, or figure out how hard is it to cut that. You just take an X-Acto and you just go over it a lot, or what?
Oh well, what I did, Tank, because we got that really nice, like the groove for the panel lines. It's so nice and straight and square that all I did is I took my homemade scribing tool, which I think everybody that's in the hobby should make. Let me find it here. All I did was take a flathead screwdriver and grind a hook into the tip. And that all I did was I just scribed these lines back and forth, Tank. Just pulled them down from here, and then here, and then straight across. Took like 6 passes to cut it straight through.
Okay.
Oh, it's right here.
Because I wouldn't mind doing that.
You see that?
Yep.
So it's very narrow, but that fits. That fits just perfectly inside there with barely any wiggle room whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So find an old flathead, because honestly, how much do we use these anymore? And then just Dremel it out a bit and file it, and make sure that the peak right here is nice and sharp and square, because if it's not square, then it'll drag off to the side as you're pulling, and you don't ever want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Where you have the nice body lines, it's easy to drag and keep it straight.
Yeah.
But if you're making panel lines on something that doesn't have panel lines, use a steel ruler to guide you. so it doesn't drift. But that's how I cut the hood off on the my orange one.
Okay. Cool.
But I'm definitely getting that. And you saw his new motor for the Toyota as well?
No. Yes, I saw the new motor that he posted. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
He weathered that up some nice.
Oh yeah. It's actually the guy that makes it that weathers it. You can buy it weathered or not weathered. So
Yeah.
Chris is not the one that weathered it. And I got another local guy here, which actually is going to be buying a motor. But his is going to be a different motor. He's not buying the Toyota. He's buying another one. It's going to be painted. The block is going to be painting orange and a bunch of other stuff anyways.
Well, I've got this one. This one was 001 from the LED wheel. He printed that one off.
Yeah, that one's nice.
And this one's going in my Marlin.
Cool. Hey, Earl. I sent you an invite to come in, Earl, if you want to come in. So Shrimp a lot. You typed in hello in this video chat, eh? You have to put it in the other chat if you want to chat about something.
Oh no, I just put it in that one. Steve will join there. So.
Okay. And Steve-O, it's your turn. What are you working on?
Setting up to start this MO5 build.
You're setting up to start your MO5 build.
Yeah, the Tamiya Jägermeister build, that front
Yes.
wheel drive. Making some room right now so I can spread my pieces out and know where everything's at.
Cool. We have Drone Life in the house also. Earl, wait, I'll make you an administrator. And Wally's our season here also. So we'll add him as an administrator. So you can post a link. And guys, don't forget to thumbs up the video. And if you have a chance, go visit everybody that's here in the chat right now. And all a bunch of good guys. And if you like what they're doing, subscribe to them. And don't forget to hit the bell. Everybody's bell.
I can't see the chat at all. Just the one.
No, because you're on your phone, or what are you on?
I'm on my PC.
Okay. What I usually do is I have two windows open. So I have that window where we're live and we're actually on the right time.
Okay,
The chat is actually a couple seconds late. So I open up two windows, but I put my main window on top and I have the other one at the back. So I'll show you real quick what I do. So on my PC, this is the video that has the delay with the chat. And then on top of it, I make it a little smaller, but I actually put our video that we're in. Special effect.
Oh, wow. That's trippy.
If somebody's on drugs, it's going to be cool for them. So that's what I do. I put two windows up. So usually when I type, yes, my window goes in the back of it, but I don't care too much about it. And then I just click on it back, and then it comes back.
That's the same way I'm doing it.
So when you have a PC, you can actually do that like that. You can actually see the chat. Sorry for my big finger.
Yeah, I was wondering how you did that. So now I can actually see what everybody's saying.
Yeah, and I also have a second monitor on the side. I mean, but that's the one I have web pages open that I can actually show you guys some stuff. But
So
that hinge from Bauhaus. Hey,
is that one PC with 3 monitors?
right now I have 2 monitors, but I can you can put as many monitors as you want as long as you have the outputs. Because I believe this laptop also has a VGA output. Right now I'm using the DisplayPort to HDMI, so I'm using HDMI. But if I had another one, I could use that. And now they have some USB to HDMI adapters, so you can put a lot of monitors on the PC.
You're using HDMI, but your camera, your picture's always.
Well, right now my camera is a USB camera.
Oh,
but
okay.
Hey,
Yeah, I get it.
okay. And my bandwidth from my house to you guys is kind of low. I got a 1 meg upload, so I live in the country and I don't have I can't get 3 megs. I'd love to get 3 megs, but my picture quality would be better. But I upload at 720, and sometimes it's good. It all depends how much I move.
Right.
Uh-oh, I think.
Toyota in the back of the trailer.
Pardon me?
Can I see the Toyota in the back trailer?
The Toyota in the back trailer. What trailer?
The trailer I made you.
I don't have a trailer. What do you mean? I left that there. I didn't have room. My wife told me don't bring that, so I left it there.
Okay.
No. It's here. Hold on. Let me put some stuff away. And get the trailer. So last Saturday, I did a quick RC talk, and I showed off the trailer real quick.
Okay.
I showed off real quick the guardrails, and I tried to show how you did the wood grain finish on it, but it was kind of hard to.
Yeah, it's not coming up.
Yeah, it's not coming up. So, and I told him you use a saw or hacksaw, whatever, and then you scraped it just to make wood grain.
I use this.
Oh, hold on, let me put you presenting. Okay.
An old broken saw. It's really, really fine teeth, like really, really fine. It's for cutting railroad tracks or from train sets.
Cool. So I'm trying to put the guardrails in there. Do I have the rails? Yeah, I've been so busy. I haven't even. Oh, did I put it right? Yeah. I did not even order any dry shaft, not dry shaft, but axles for it yet. So the trailer. This is the trailer with. Let me present to everybody so everybody can see it. So Troy is actually the one that built this trailer. I took the things out of it. So I got rails. I got these things. This is going to be for the Winnebago. So the Winnebago can actually pull this. So I got to get some axles. And the wheels I'm going to be using are going to be... Too much stuff on my desk. These guys.
I'll hold them up a little higher.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold everything together without dropping.
Oh, those are good.
So those are going to be the wheels. I'm thinking of going dual. I might even go 3. I don't know yet.
If you go 3, what you can do, Tank, is you can have your you have one set of leaf springs like this with your axle on it, and then you have your other set of leaf springs set inside of that, and then you can do your other one like that. That way you can get your 3 axles really close together.
Yeah. See, I got 4 wheels like this right now, but these are the wheels off a 1/16 slash, so I can get these wheels again. So
I thought the wheels that on Ethan's little pickup, his step-side pickup truck, I thought those were good.
Oh yeah.
because those are small.
Yeah.
And I asked him to order them separately, and he told me he could.
My big truck in there.
How does it look behind the trail? Behind the Winnebago, is the Winnebago wider?
I haven't been looked at it. Hey, I can almost shut my door with my truck in there. Can you
Really?
shut the door? This thing's heavy. See, this is with the truck in there.
Yeah, that's the way it sits with mine too.
So
Looks better with the tailgate all the way down, though.
yeah. So there's with the truck. When the truck is on, this is from the front view. How much room you got on each side? So there's room. And this is awkward to carry in front of the camera.
If you put your truck in backwards, then the tailgate will hang out over the front of the trailer.
Yeah, that's true. Well, right now it does hang in the front a little bit. It does hang out.
Your winch on your TF2 to secure you into the trailer.
Let's flip this guy around without dropping anything. Now all the weight is on the other side. So that's how much it sticks out from the front.
Still looks so cool with that in there.
So I'll try to take some pictures and some videos, but I want to do a mock-up on the ground with the wheels, with something holding the trailer. Don't know if I'll put the truck in there right now, but I want to have it at the back of the Winnebago also. So
you're side-by-side, right? You can put your side-by-side in there.
Yeah, I should get the side-by-side and actually see how it looks. But I'm sorry, guys, I haven't been reading any of the comments of what's been going on. Honey Lulu, thanks. I'll reach out to you and see how you did that. Trailer for Hot Mama. Well, I did not build the trailer. It is built out of styrene, but Troy actually built it. So maybe he can send you instruction. But
she could live video chat me anytime, and I will walk her through it.
So they're talking about stickers.
The hardest thing for people that talk to me and want a trailer is that they don't know what they want to use it for. They just want a trailer.
Yeah.
And then they want to find a use for it after. I said it's kind of easier if you have a purpose for the trailer. That way you have a better set of instructions on basically where you want to go with it and what you want to, then you can find out other uses for it once you have it, right?
Yeah. So let me get the side-by-side real quick. I got to go around my toolbox. I have a big toolbox here and a table, so I got to go around. So that's my side-by-side. That's the wheels for the trailer for the side-by-side. This is the size of it. So if I take your trailer that you made and put it beside, that's what you get.
Well, so it should fit in there just beautifully.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if the TF2 fits in there, that one's going to fit in there.
Yeah, the Winnebago, you said the Winnebago was going to pull that better. Or
yep.
For the side-by-side, so side-by-side look better in it if it was Winnebago.
But see, I think the side-by-side might look better, but if I take the rails out.
Yeah.
So if I take these rails out, then it looks more like a little trailer. Do. Come on, camera, focus. So there we go.
Nice. Well, you said you wanted the option of the wood side rails to be
Yeah.
on and off.
Well, see how big it actually is and how much it takes up room in here. So it is still big for side by side. Like it's got almost the same wheelbase, a little shorter wheelbase, but just as wide as the TF2, but shorter wheelbase.
But it looks scale in there.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that looks really good. Curious to know what Chris thinks of it.
Well, I actually had lunch with him 2 days ago, Wednesday. I had lunch with him, and we were supposed to meet up Thursday. So let me click that up a little bit more light. Yeah. We were supposed to meet up Thursday for lunch together, and we ended up meeting Wednesday. So I didn't bring the trailer, and I wanted to bring the black one that I bought from you, and I wanted to bring this one to actually show him. But we ended up doing Wednesday instead of Thursday, and I was going to bring all the stuff Thursday. So I didn't have anything to show him, so I was just showing him pictures and some stuff. But it's not like showing him the real thing. So once it's ready, I'll bring it to him, and I'm sure he might be coming Sunday. I'm hosting a crawl here on Sunday, so he might be coming Sunday.
Okay. Well, if he comes over and he's there after your crawl, live chat me so I can see what he has to say about it.
Yep.
Wonder how the wrap's going to take to the blank styrene. You might have to wash it a couple of times with some
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
dish soap.
Donald Neff. Thanks for joining. He says it's 3:30 a.m. where he is, so he's going to go to sleep. So thanks for dropping by and saying hi. Oh, he's in Austria.
Oh, man.
Vienna, Austria.
That's cool. Well, good night to Austria.
Thanks for dropping in. It's kind of cool how video chats and things like that brings people together. So it's really cool. Production style tank. Not sure what you mean by that, Bucks RC World. Bill wrote down, if you go with 2-axle, you could use a pair of pivot plate for suspension. Yes. If I use a double axle, then I can put the double axle on a pivot. I might go with leaves, but they're going to be shorter leaves. But in between those leaf, I might do it like a real trailer and actually put pivots in between them. So I got to look at my different options. Because it's a trailer that you put a car on, that's the reason I want to go 3 axles, because they usually can put more weight on them. So that's the reason I want to go 3 axles. But 2-axle might suffice, but usually on the 2-axle trailer, you can't put a car because it's just too heavy.
You could also get those front axles that you get from, I don't know, I've seen them on RC every day. They're the aluminum ones for the front of semi-trucks.
Yes. Yeah, the front semi-trucks are flat. But what I don't like about those is, yes, you do have to use knuckles, but if I use knuckle, I got to lock them. But they do have the trailer ones that are not, they're non-powered trailer axle, they call it. Those would work also.
Those would really scale.
But I'm going to call my buddy at Asia Tees and see what kind of deal he can make me for. I'll show you the axle that I'd want to get. It all depends on the price I get. Got to try to work out deals. RC is an expensive hobby. You know, if you want to be a millionaire, RC is the best thing for you if you're a billionaire. Because if you're a billionaire, you'll become a millionaire very easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honey Lulu says, Troy, how do I find your information for the trailer?
Ah, you can just give her my Facebook info.
Okay, so let me
Actually,
find
Honey
that
Lulu,
real
you
quick.
see my name there on the chat. Just look for me on Facebook there. You'll see my orange truck in the window.
Yeah, I'll put the link.
That's me.
So follow this link. That's going to bring you to his webpage, and you can do FaceTime with him or FaceTime or with the SMS Messenger. You can because he's been doing a lot of styrene for a long time, and he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
I work better with Messenger too, because
Yeah.
normally my I'm like this when I'm in front of the computer. I've got something in both hands, so I can't really stop and chat.
Yeah. So, and
Plus,
if anybody's looking for styrene work, click on the link that I did put in this chat, and you can get a hold of Troy that way. Try to get you some work, Troy.
Thank you.
Now, I was going to go check.
You talk to your buddy at Asia Teas and you get a good deal for that, then you can put Asia Teas logo on the wrap.
Well, I got to put it already on it. They gave me, I think it was 30% discount a little while ago when I bought the ESC, the tires, and a bunch of other stuff for it. So,
oh, okay.
So they did sponsor a little bit of it.
Well, then they can get a bigger logo put on it.
And I do have Asia Teas or CPAL, which I've been posting link on my Facebook page of some product that I like. And if people click on the link and actually buy stuff, I get commission. So it's from our CPAL. So that was kind of cool.
How does that work?
Our CPAL, what you do is you register with that with Asia Teas, and you register for our CPAL. So and they give you a number, or they give you, well, anytime you're looking at a page here, I'll show you something real quick. So what would anybody here like to see at Asia Teas? What kind of product? Let me go something.
The interior kit for the LC70.
So RL says he's going to be on in 15 to 20 minutes. He's charging up his phone. So let me share the screen again. Share. So when I get this link here from them, when you scroll down, you usually get, are they in stock? Yeah. Where's my link? Usually it's not that far down. Where's my link? I should still be. Oh, I'm not even signed in anymore. That's weird. Why the heck did it sign me out?
Are those the axles you got for the Winnebago?
Oh. Okay, that's ESXN2. Okay, so when you get a link like this, am I logged in? Why did it keep sending me out? That's just weird. It's doing some very weird stuff right now. Okay, let's go this way then. Again, it looks like I'm signed out. There's something weird with my PC tonight. Yeah, I don't see my that is weird. Let me stop presenting real quick and let me see if I can't fix that.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, Steve-O, could I see what car you're working on?
Yeah. I'm just setting up right now, but I can show you what it looks like. And,
Yeah, just show me the box.
it's a front wheel drive road car. Tamiya.
Front wheel drive, right on.
Yeah, Jägermeister.
Oh, right on. That is a nice little body.
Can you see it? I'll show you a picture of the chassis it's got on here.
That's the MO5 body or chassis.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's a 10th scale. I'll pull it out. The plastics feel a lot different now when I'm organizing them right now. I'm setting up my parts trees in order and all that crap. The plastics, usually Tamiya plastics feel a lot, you know, like real hard and brittle. These ones actually got a lot of flex to them. But
That's a cool little body.
yeah, it's got the little tail light. So you gotta
Very
cut it out.
60s inspired.
Got the rubber wheels. They're like slicks, no tread pattern on them.
Cool. Buxar Seaworld is saying bye, so thanks for dropping by, Buxar Seaworld. We'll talk to you later.
Later, Buck.
Thanks for dropping in.
Well, unfortunately, gentlemen, I have to go. I got to be up at 5 in the morning and work. So,
All right.
Oh, man.
Thanks for dropping in. Did you get any farther with your recovery truck, that long one you were working on?
oh, you would have to ask about that one. It's hanging on the wall.
Oh, good place for it.
Oh, your tires won't bulge that way. Man, that is so long. I love that thing.
It actually drives now.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah?
that's good.
That's good.
I got the cab on, drive line done. I put my 1.8 motor in it because it's heavy.
How does it move?
With a 1.8 motor, pretty darn good.
Yeah. Bill Biden says a conveyor. Wow.
I got to start working on the back half of it.
Now you're going to do a bed on it and a big recovery hoist on it and all that?
Yeah, I'm actually doing two back parts for it. I'm doing one with just a flatbed, and the other one's going to be a tow truck wrecker, like a heavy.
Nice.
And basically 6 screws, and you can switch from one to the other.
Cool.
Will your wrecker body have a working winch?
Of course.
Of course. Don't you know Randy yet? Come on.
How else can you fish without a working tow truck winch?
Exactly.
I want to see that video now, bud.
On my channel?
No, when that, yeah, as soon as that truck's ready and the wrecker body's on it, I want to see you back that thing up to a creek and catch a fish with it.
Well, he's got video of the other wrecker catching a fish with it.
I know. The first video he ever showed me, it was him catching these tiny little fish. Well, they were scale fish. They were huge scale fish.
Grant's RC is on lunch break and he's watching us right now. So thanks for watching us.
Lunch break. Where are you from, buddy?
Maybe he's got a night shift. I don't know. Where are you from, Grants?
I think he's in Quebec or something. Or Ottawa.
Yeah, that's true. He is in Quebec. He's not too far from where I am. He's about 2.5 hour drive, not even.
Yeah, because I sent him a sticker and he accidentally gave me the wrong address by one number and it came back. I was like, oops.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
Thanks, Randy. Thanks for dropping by.
Later, guys.
No, something is weird with the website. It's probably my PC. It's been running like for, well, ever since I came back from vacation. This PC's on my desk and is always running. Maybe I should reboot it so I can't show you guys. But it gives me a RC PAL web link. What I do is I paste that web link on my Facebook page. Or if I'm talking about a product here, I could actually paste a link of that product. Now, what that does is if you click on that link and you start shopping and you put stuff in your cart and it remembers you for the next 30 days after that, if you go back to the website, because it works with cookies, if you go back and you click on another thing and you buy stuff, doesn't matter what you buy, as long as they first click that one link to bring you into the store, anything they buy, I get commission.
That's very cool.
Yep. And it's been working not bad. I got $45 right now. So, and I started that, 4 or 5 months ago. But I don't post a lot of link. I do post some interesting one when they have some cool stuff coming out.
You posted, you started doing that after our interview with him, right?
Yes, not long after that, yeah. Yeah, Grant's RC says he's doing night shift. Earl says, "Hey Grant, my fellow green lover." I guess those guys have something in they love green.
It's because on my last video, my X-Max, Grant was talking about the green, and that's Earl's favorite color. So I told Earl in my comment, I said, you got a fellow green lover just as much as you love that color. So those are the two green monsters.
What does he have a nickname on the forums?
Who?
Earl. Is he a zombie?
Alvin is his middle name. Or is his first name, Peru?
Yeah, Alvin is his first name, but I don't know if he's got another name.
Yeah,
Kagan says green rules. Hey Kagan, I did send you a link. I did send you an invite to join in. You want to join in?
Yeah, Keegan, don't be shy.
I'm just wondering why the heck that's not working. The link.
Your PC is probably having a heyday when you're gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah, maybe.
Got used to being off.
Maybe it's their website too. I don't know. They got Team Raffy Shackles. See if I can't find those axle. That's what I was looking for earlier. Yes, there's one. And there's the other one. Let me present that to you guys real quick. So the one I'd really love to get would be these ones. But these ones are the ones off of their trailer.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
These one have the built-in suspension. So these would be cool to have.
Those are
And it's not that bad. It's $46 Canadian each. So it's not that bad. Hopefully I get a discount. I don't know, but I might be able to. Right now with my PAL bucks or whatever, I can buy one. So, and then the other one is this one.
I like the other one better.
So, but this one I need to put leaves on.
Yeah. And how much is that one?
This one is $18 each.
And how much would a set of short leaf springs system be from that?
Wonder if they have it.
Right there.
Yeah, but this is a long one. Well, $14. So 18 plus 14. See, it's pretty close to the same price by the time you add the, because the other one, like, not close to the same, but
buying 2 pieces with the one that has a suspension built in, and you're buying 4 pieces if you go leaf springs.
Yeah.
So I'd go for the one, the black ones, just because, you know, they're different.
Yeah. See, what's nice with these leaf spring, they do have all the mounts for it.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
But then it's all made by Team Raffi except for the silver axle. But I know that I can get them in black, these, and I've seen them on eBay. So I've seen these axles on eBay. So 18, that's almost 20 bucks and all, and that's 30. So it is cheaper probably to actually easier to install if I went and bought this.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have to worry about how you're setting up 2 axles.
Yeah.
Without running your leaf springs into each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a very nice, clean system. How wide is that?
This one 157, so it's even wider than the other ones. The other one are 150, I think. Yeah, these are 120.
Okay, so how would those ones fit underneath that trailer?
So that's 120 pin to pin, I believe it is. Oh, too many things, too many things.
That trailer might decide which one to get for you.
This is the bottom of a trailer. Ta-da! Well, you should know how wide it is. You're the one that made it.
All right.
So if I take this and I make sure the wheels actually come here, center to center, I'm at 120 right now. This is 120 where my finger is.
Okay, right on.
So the other one is 157. Fuck, that can't be 157. Oh, sorry. No, 120. 120 is here. Duh.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are short.
That won't work.
The other one, a 152. That's a bit better. The 150 is here, 15 centimeters. So 15 centimeters is from this side to this side.
Or you can get some carbon fiber arrow shafts from Canadian Tire or something.
Yeah.
You can get someone to 3D print you some hexes to go on the end of those. And you can just mount those.
Yeah, there's a couple different solution I got to look at, especially the width of them there. That kind of puts a twist in my my plan. See, the axles for a TF2, I believe it's like 180. That's the axle width.
So could you put the RC 4-wheel drive axle extenders on the silver one?
Yeah, you could. And the silver one is a piece of aluminum, and I should be able to cut it in half and actually extend it and put another shaft. It might be a way to extend that, no problem. I don't know, I'd have to buy one and actually check. So I do have some work. Yeah, Bill Biden says the semi-trailers are very cheap and available in silver, black, and 2 different lengths. Yep, I saw that. Oh, he's got it on the Geek app. I know I saw them for, like, I think the cheapest one I saw was, I think it was under $10 on eBay. I can't remember where I saw them.
For an axle.
That's for the silver one there we were looking at. Hey, lost my mouse. Oh, there it is. Just trying to catch up on the chat. Axiomatic is talking about minions and jelly beans.
Must have his one of his kids up.
Oh, now they're talking about time traveling and DeLoreans and a sport almanac. Bobby Killer 46 has joined us. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Looks like it's Earl's dad because he says, "Hey, Dad," and the other guy said, "Hello, son."
Right on.
Must be like a Darth Vader thing or something. You are my son. So you've joined, whoever's came in lately, you've joined what's called RC Talk. We talk about remote controls, mostly cars. We've did talk a little bit about planes. I want to get a quad. I do have a little tiny one, but I wouldn't mind getting another one. But I'm scared that if I start flying quads, I'll get rid of all my cars and I'll just buy quads, because that's what everybody that's been getting in the quads have been doing. So racing quads would be kind of cool, but that might be too fast for my age. My reflex are not as good as what they used to be. I think it is, but when I play NHL hockey with my son or any other video games, he seems to be a little bit better than I am. So I think I am slowing down a little bit.
Fight for every victory over your son right now, Tank.
Yeah, I know. So I was looking for axles. Let me look again for other things. And I'm looking for, if anybody has a set of SCX10 2 axles, front and rear, that they're not using, that they replace and they want to get rid of, willing to sell it, let me know, because my son wants to change his Jeep and he doesn't like the turning radius because he tried my SCX10 and I have the SSD's Pro steering link on it. So I got like stupid steering on it. But his still have the old SCX10 and he doesn't like it. So he wants me to change it. So the only way to do that is if I install the SSD, but that's going to cost an arm and a leg. Or buy him some used axle. So SCX10 2 axle. Or even somebody told me just buy the Boom Racing axles. I'm noticing here they're $60 for the SCX10 2. So, or even the SCX10. So I might go that route. I don't know. So
they're metal body too, aren't they?
I believe those are. Yes. HD steel shaft. I'm not sure if that one I'm looking at. X-Mod rear fat axle. I don't think those are metal. Not that one, but I know they do have some metal ones. They might be a little more expensive. But I might still get that for my son because I don't care about the metal. He's had plastic on there for the last 4 or 5 years. So even if I put plastic again, it shouldn't matter. Mind you, steel would be better because it's more weight down low.
Yeah.
Axiomatics, yes. The plastic SCX10 2 axle, the original ones, those are the ones I'm looking for. Because those are the one that Chris from GCM recommended for me to get. Because it is to go underneath a GCM chassis, which is a cross canyon. And I can extend that. I can play with the links. I can do anything I want. So it doesn't matter what kind of axles I put on it, as long as I got the high steering weight and the 8-degree turning, just like the SCX10 2 gives us. So that'd be cool.
Now, I can't remember the name of it, but Tank, when he was over here, he let me drive his rig and he said, check out the steering. And I could not believe how sharp that thing turns. I thought my SCX10 2 axles worked great as far as turning radius. He made mine look like it was a freaking, motorhome being driven by someone from the 70s. It was nuts. So that's definitely something I would recommend.
Yeah.
Whatever system that is, man, that is awesome.
Yeah, that was the Mars Twerks Drones. Good day, the Tank RC. Good day, Mars. Thanks for joining in. We're talking about cars here and crawlers more than anything. But what I got from mine is this SSD, and that's what I had, and that's what Troy tried real quick. It is the Pro Steering. If I can find it, it's usually near the bottom.
Are you on a GCM site?
Yeah, I'm on the GCM site for SSD. Because I get the stuff from there like that. It's Canadian dollar, and I know exactly how much it's going to cost me. And that's where I got it originally. But that was like 2 years ago. Here it is. Front axle. No, this is Portal. TRX4. Okay, let me do a search. SCX10. If they're discontinued. Man, there's a lot of stuff for the SCX10 here. I tried Pro, but there's too many Pros in there. Bear with me, I'll find it. Pro Steering Kit SSD for the fits on the SCX10 and D60. So it's $91. So this is my steering now with my truck. So on my SCX10, using the normal SCX10 axle. It's crazy. But the only thing is, if you order this, you do need to put CVDs. You cannot keep the cup and ball.
It doesn't come with the. It just comes with the.
The only thing you get for is this,
Okay.
and it's all aluminum, and you get the steering linkage and all that.
And that fits right on my stock SCX10-2 kit.
Yes.
Nice.
So 9150, and then you get stupid steering like I got on mine. It's crazy. So those are my option. I buy this kit and a set of
Axles.
yeah, set of axles, CVDs, and I'm all set. But that's $91, and the CVDs are going to cost me another $91. So unless I go Japan, but
I've got CVDs in mine, so those would work.
yeah, they would.
I'd only have to spend the 91. That's nice. And that's from Chris. So, does that? I know it's not stuff Chris made, but it's through his site. So does that mean they get money?
That is correct. When you buy stuff from GCM, they ship it directly. Like he usually has those stuff in stock.
Okay.
So it's shipped from GCM.
Very cool.
But right now for that kit, it's actually sold out. But he does keep getting stock here and there. But if you actually send him an email, tell him, hey, next time you have one in stock, let me know. He usually orders an extra one and make sure you have one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's way past 45 degrees.
This one, what is it, the degrees that it tells you? 8-degree kingpin, which I love. I can't remember how much the offset or what it turns, but I know it's just crazy. Like you noticed when you drove it.
Oh man, I couldn't believe it.
And my son either.
So the only thing stopping the Marlin crawler from getting the same steering that I have with my SCX10-2 is the lugs of my tires hitting the leaf springs.
Oh yeah.
Because I can make it so it so it'll turn that sharp, but then I'm grabbing my leaf springs big time.
Mm-hmm. So Bill says he has a set of with steel shaft and gears for $90 for both. That's pretty good. He said he found them on eBay. Yeah, I got to start looking. Since I've came back from vacation, my son threw a couple things at me and all that. And there's a lot of ideas going in my head, but I've been so busy at work, I have not had any time to do any search on the web for the RC parts for cars. But thanks for the input. I will go back and read all the comments to make sure I didn't miss anything. And Axiomatics, I noticed that you did say you had some K5, but I think the K5 does not turn wide. I can't remember. Does the K5 has a does it turn just as much as the other one? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Mars, let me make you a moderator so that you can actually post a link but guys, everybody here should be a moderator so you can post links and post some stuff. So I'll check on the K5 and I'll send you an email. I'll let you know if that's going to fit. Another thing, I believe with the K5, the width is not quite the same. It's much wider. So finding a body for that might be tricky. So let me check some specs on that, and I'll let you know. Bill Biden says to go on his YouTube channel and check his Jeep in action. I did look at a couple of your videos, and I vaguely remember the Jeep, but I'll go back and have a look. Sure. I've been visiting so many websites, subscribing, and looking at so many different videos. It's ridiculous. That's all of my lunchtime, of course.
Sure it is.
I vaguely remember the days when I'd go to YouTube and log in and see that I had 3 videos to check out.
Yeah, right. More like 40.
Yeah. Now it's just nuts. You haven't checked your YouTube in 16 hours. You have 47 videos to watch.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Kagan might have a point there. I believe, yes, the Chris from GCM does use the internal guts and stuff from the Vitera. So that K5 might actually work.
Yeah, he's got stuff on there that I've seen before from the site that's for the Vitera, so.
Well, I know that all his CVDs he gets and all that, they are the same as the Vitera, but he gets them from China, made for him. So that's why he gets it all with his axle and 3D printed axles and all that. So, and I know they're the same gears, they're the same sets, except his, you can put a normal dry shaft on it. The stub out that comes out is not like the other ones. Where's my dry shaft? Like these pins. Right now I kind of cheated. Come on, get over there. Doesn't want to come out. It's stuck. So one side of the dry shaft is actually a normal dry shaft. Let me see my window, make sure I'm showing you right. On the Vitera, one side is just like our normal dry shaft, but the other side is actually a pin.
Oh, man.
So on the Vitera, this goes into the pumpkin where the pumpkin of the wheel, where the axle is. So you can't do that. So what I did, somebody gave me these dry shafts because they put something else, and I needed a dry shaft. So what I did is I took, because they come like this, and I just went like that. I go, hey, now I got one dry shaft that I can actually use. So, but this one is completely useless because it's got 2 of the other ends on it.
You can make it go from Vitera to SCX10. Drive adapters.
Okay, so Axiomatic says the axle he's got does not have the interiors, just a plastic housing. I'll let you know. I'll double check with Chris at GCM because he can get me the guts maybe at a little bit better price. I might be able to get that off of him. So I'll check with him if that works. Yeah, Bill is on Instagram also. So Bill posted a link to his Instagram if you guys want to check it out also.
I'll check that out.
And hopefully this week, it's already Thursday for frig. Early next week, or maybe tomorrow, it all depends how much work I get done. I should be printing out some channel stickers. So they're going to be on shipping labels, not pre-cut. So I'll be cutting them myself and I should be sending some channel stickers out to everybody that I have a big envelope of stuff to send. So throughout the years, a lot of people sent me channel stickers and a bunch of other stuff. So I got a lot of people I got to send channel stickers to. Once I fill those, I'll start sending to some other people. So my stickers.
Barrel tank.
Hey,
is it going to be your tank?
Yeah, well, it's either going to be the same one I put on my video at the start of my video. It's like the Tank RC, and you see a tank, and you see the Canadian flag. That's the one I've been using a lot.
Yeah, I like that one.
I got yours ready to ship. I gotta write out all the envelopes. I'm taking them all to the post office at once.
Okay.
So should be getting one soon.
What I've been doing, and Honolulu might want to do this also, but what I do is I got a piece of material. It's just canvas that you buy at the store for where you buy cloth. And then you buy the eyelid, and then this is Sato Roda's logo. Oh, maybe if I held it up right. He'd send me his channel stickers. So what I did is I made a whole bunch of banners. So I did have those on a rope, but my rope broke because my car, I was working on the car, and all of a sudden the car just took off on me, and it actually started going up the wall right in front of me, and it grabbed the banner rope and just pulled all the banners into the wheel. That was kind of funny. It was kind of cool, but I wasn't laughing that much.
I got an envelope. I know there's stickers in it. I just haven't opened it yet from, I think it's Bearded RC. Might as well look at it. Open it up. Yep. He sent me his stickers.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, that's nice.
Put them up on the wall, and then I got this big old one from when Wayne visited me. He's got bumper stickers.
Cool.
So I'll put that up on the wall too.
So Ethan is online. He's saying hi to everybody. Hey, Frank, Steve, and Troy.
Hey, Ethan.
Hey, Ethan, you made it.
How you been, bud?
Cool. Ethan, there is a link on my Facebook page and also on Google Plus, and also all the way up in the chat, there's a link to actually join if ever you want to join. So Zimmy 1958, it's been a long time I didn't see anything from him, so I don't know if he's still around. Tony from CCXRC sent me a big square sticker, so I kind of made a square banner out of his because his sticker was so big. And RCFPV vids.
Nice.
And also high voltage RC track, which I'll be probably taking off because that race truck does not exist anymore. And I have a whole bunch of different ones. I even got Renault Boys RC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll show you. And that's something you probably don't know, Troy, but that logo that Renault Boys RC puts everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
This way. I wonder if I can. I'm just trying to straighten up all my cables. The cable's not long enough. It doesn't want to go. Wow. Okay. Sorry about that. This.
Yeah.
I made this picture for him.
That's cool.
So the 3D kind of weird embossed picture.
I like the way that looks. That's nice.
So he's using that on his video in a whole bunch of different places. There's GCM. So I had 2 rows of banners, and I was ready to do a 3rd row of banners of stickers. So that's my channel board. I made that for him. He posted a picture of his truck one day online and off Facebook, and then I took it and I did that real quick and I sent it to him. He goes, "Oh, this is so cool." So he started using that right away.
That's cool, Tank.
Nice.
Yeah, He wished that he had a chance to wasn't working and had a chance to come see you while you were here.
Oh, same here. Just ran out of time. No, it goes on the bumper, not on the wall.
You seen that, huh? It's the sticker wall of fame. I don't have a bumper. I could put it on the back of my wheelchair, but Honey Lulu said people might get the wrong idea and think he's my lover.
Wait a minute. Is your power chair paid off yet?
Yeah, yep. August. This was my last month, so.
Okay,
no.
good. Then you can put bumper stickers on it, but you can't. It's like a mattress. You can't take the tag off till it's paid for.
Yeah, yep. It's time to deck it out.
So Ethan says he'd love to join, but he can't tonight do a video chat. So that's all good.
Okay. He can hang out by listening.
Well, your banners inspired me. I went and looked at a couple of your old videos, and I saw the video where you're talking about your RC going up the wall and tearing down your banner wall.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make I'm making up some railing and fencing for my course, and I'm gonna actually make a couple of fences on the back part where it's right up against the woods, so you can actually see different banners from different places.
Yeah. Sorry guys, when I was showing some stuff, I wasn't showing the thing. I wasn't actually presenting. I actually was stuck on Steve OD, so sorry about that. A bunch of people were just commenting, just catching up on comments there. At least some people are paying attention. I'm not. And we have NetCruiser is online, and he just posted his video, him having fun with his X-Max, bashing on 8S. So looks like it survived the bash.
Oh my God, 8S.
Yeah, I just posted one Tuesday of mine on 8S, and it's a trip. It's a whole different animal.
Oh yeah. And we have Outback Jack that just joined us also. Good day.
Hey,
Mr.
Jack.
What's up, Jack? Jack? John?
Yeah, Mars and Jack. They're Aussie brothers. They're both from Australia.
Jack, I'm sorry to say that I actually had my SCX-10-2 in water the past week. I'm sorry, man, but I'm off your club now. Don't kick me out.
Yeah, and because he went in the water, he blew it up.
Oh no, that was at the rock crawl with the Reno boys there.
Yeah.
I actually rolled off this embankment while I was trying to get to the rest of them where they were doing a group picture, and I rolled into a puddle, but that puddle was from tidal water, so it was all salt.
Yeah, salt is not good, and I noticed that very quickly with my son's Jeep.
His motored right along. He went over the log pass easier than we did.
Yeah, his cross canyon, his GCM cross canyon is, to me, is better than my SCX-10 for crawling. It's hands down better. It's set up on droop, and if I have somewhere challenging to go, I'd rather use his truck than mine. It just performs better.
Well, he actually went up the hill and then turned to go down the log bridge, where you and I both rolled trying to do that.
Yeah.
And he just did it like it was nothing. It's like he'd done it 100 times.
Yeah, and he's only 80 years old.
Yes.
And we're a bunch of old guys that's supposed to have a lot of experience.
Yeah, and I built the damn course.
Yeah, and you drive it a lot also.
Actually, it's funny. I don't drive it as much as I should, because whenever whenever I go out, I go, like if I go and do chores to feed the horses and stuff like that, I go out and I run my truck out to go do the chores, and then I'll take the long way through the woods to come back home. I'll end up walking through the woods and not doing anything on the course itself. But then when I have friends over, I clean up the course and drive on the course.
Mm-hmm.
But we couldn't take Tank on the other groom trails we have here because when Tank came over, we had bears on the property, and I did not want to have a guest and his son get mauled. So there was no leaving the front yard of the house.
Yep. Hey, Net Cruiser. I was on vacation for the last 3 weeks. I really wanted to get with you and do some bashing. This weekend, I probably won't be able to anyways. Also, Sunday, we're having a meeting here, crawling. So if you have nothing to do, Sunday at 1 o'clock, come over here, bring your Savage. I'll take out, not your Savage, I'll take my Savage out, and you can take your big X-Max, and we can have some fun.
Yeah,
but
the Savage is faster than the X-Max. You gotta show them. You guys gotta race.
I gotta show him what my truck can do, and I'm only running 5S. I'm sure I'm 5S. I'm just as fast as his 8S X-Max.
Yeah, because of the weight. I mean,
yeah.
I thought 8S was going to be crazy, but my 6S UDR is quicker. I think it's quicker than the X-Max. I think it's just because of the size and the weight it needs.
Oh, you're pulling so much weight. Just like on his video when he's talking, he goes, when you're hitting the trigger and you're seeing the truck go and you're hearing the truck go, you can hear and feel the weight of the truck. You can see how heavy and how big that truck is.
Yeah.
But it needs that power. It's a fun truck to play with on 8S. I have no doubts. I put 6S in my truck also, and it's a very long body. It's just as long as the X-Max. And I do backflip. I do standing still. Yeah, standing still, backflip.
Tongue twister.
So right off the bat, if I hit the gas and it just flips, it's stupid.
Yeah. So when you run 5S, do you use a 2S and a 3S battery or just one 5S?
One 5S.
Okay. And then when you do 6S, do you use the two 3S batteries or one?
That is correct. That's correct.
Okay.
The two 5S batteries I have are actually made, man-made, I guess it's called. You call it.
Homemade.
So, yeah, homemade. That's it. Chris from GCM, he does crazy things sometimes. But these are Turnigy batteries. So here's a 2S, here's a 2S, and here's a 1S.
Nice.
So it's all tangled together. Here's where it's actually joined here. So, and here's where the 3S is with the 1S, but it's all together. But when I want to charge them, I have to charge them as a 3S and a 2S. So I actually charge two different batteries. I can't charge one battery as a 6S because he didn't put the balance lead as a 6S. So he's got one as a 3S and one as a 2S. So when I charge him, I have to open up the connector, and I have to charge it separately. So that's my 5S battery. And I have another one that's done similar the same way, but it is actually a 3S and a 2S together, all taped up together and joined the same way.
Don't walk through an airport with that thing. Looks like a bomb.
Yeah.
What about like your ESC though? Because I have the Creighton that's a 6S, and I thought I've heard someone trying to run 5S on it, but it detects it as a low voltage cutoff. Like, I don't know if it runs it. If that's the reason, a low voltage cutoff, would that since it's a 6S system, I don't understand if you can you just run 5S if you had a 5S battery, or would you have to adjust it, like program the ESC a certain way?
I can't answer that question. It's the first time I actually hear that. Most TSC should be able to detect, auto detect, if it's a 3S, 5S, or even 6S, or even 8S.
Good night,
But
honey.
you might be right. It might only be 4S and 6S. So it might be just 2S, 4S, 6S. And if you
Right.
put it in as a 5S, it might not detect that.
Right. That's what I heard anyways. I don't know. I've never tried it before.
Hey,
Friend of
honey
mine-
Lulu, have a good night. And I hope your build is coming up great. And I hope you're getting a lot of help from your husband.
Bye, honey Lulu.
Did you find me on Facebook, honey?
Yeah, I did send her the link and she said hi. Thanks earlier.
Okay. You've seen those 12S batteries for 3D helicopters?
I'm not sure I did.
Okay, well, this is 3 cells from that one of those, but it's 4, and then it's 4, and then it's 4. So it's a stack that's like this long, and it fits under the professional 3D flying helicopters. Buddy thought he had a bad cell in one of his performance batteries, and if you get one bad cell in it, then it's no good for him. So he just said, "Here, I can't use it anymore," and he gave me it. Well, I didn't need a 12S battery, so I cut her down, and we made a bunch of these 3S's, but
Nice.
with the right balance plugs. And man,
So like you saying, one of the cells was bad. So if you had a 6S system and one of your cells went bad, you'd still have 5 cells that were good. And if you tried to run it, would it still run with that bad cell in it, or would it
it
not
just
run?
wouldn't run as fast as it would if it was full 6 cells full bore. It'd just be down 1 cell.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I tore this apart and tested every cell, all of the cells were perfect.
Cool.
It's like a $260 battery,
I
and
bet.
ended up just giving it to me. So I got a bunch of these things now, but
Yeah, Steve OD, Net Cruiser RC is saying the same thing. He's got a Bashers and he's got an ESC in there. He doesn't say what name brand it is, but he also says that it does not like 5S.
All right. Okay.
So it's not just your ESC. Looks like it does it also on the other ones.
Okay. Cool.
like running a 3-cylinder engine in a car.
Yeah.
Mars also is saying that he's also converted his 4S into a 2S battery. I find that there's a lot of people that are very scared of LiPo, and they're very, like, there's been a lot of bad stories. So a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to catch on fire as soon as you touch it, or as soon as it puffs up a little bit, be careful.
They're dangerous.
You do have to be careful, but don't be that scared. They're fun batteries to play with, but if you do it properly, you shouldn't have any issues.
So if you had a 6-cell battery and it went out on one cell, you can cut it down and make it into a 4-cell.
Yep.
Okay, good to know. Instead of just destroying the battery.
Okay, see, this is my tattoo battery, and it's 3S, and you can clearly see the 3 cells, right?
Yep.
Well, this is just laminated and then put their logo on it.
Uh-huh.
So this one had a huge logo on it, but it had more cells on top of it. But I mean, that's just exactly the same thing. When you can buy these cells individually and then make as many S as you want, and then buy the right plugs. And the way the batteries are coming out now, they're safer than they were when they first came out. So
Yeah, they are.
How do you wire them? I mean,
they've got positive and negative.
I mean, there's two little leads that come out of the cell.
Yeah, 2 little spots to solder. It's just the same. These batteries that run in all the vape machines, this is a 1S LiPo.
Yeah, I got one of those, or two of those.
Yeah, so hooking up 3 of these in is exactly the same as hooking up 3 of those. Only the difference is these are round.
Right.
But it's exactly the same thing. Like if you bought a big box of those, it'd show that they're LiPo batteries. And the thing you see with these LiPo batteries that just floors me, people that were doing stupid things and wondering why their pants were exploding. Well, they throw one of those batteries in their pocket, and their pocket's full of loose change.
Oh, it shorts it out.
Yeah, I mean, why not just tape a live wire to both ends and then stick it in your pocket and wonder why it makes that one wire glow?
Right.
Coins conduct electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marge also saying he had a MacBook Pro with they have LiPo batteries in them, and it just swole up like crazy in his MacBook, and he didn't know what was going on. But if you do take care of them, if you, I find that when you get a charger, like my charger that I have, I'm not sure where it is right now. Every time you unplug your charger and you plug it back in, every time you go and put it in LiPo mode, just because you put it in LiPo mode and you have the balance plug plugged in does not mean you're balance charging your battery.
Yeah,
you have to go in the menu and go to LiPo balance. Then you're balancing your batteries.
Yeah, that's exactly the way I do all my charges is LiPo balance.
Yeah, that way you're going to extend the life of your batteries and the safety of your batteries, because you're not going to kill one cell faster than any of the others. But when you have something like this that can actually flip it apart and separate between balance or discharge or quick charge and all those other ones, the only things I use on this thing is balance and discharge to storage.
Yeah.
So if you're not using your batteries for like a couple of weeks, put them to storage charge and then just put them in a
that's what I was going to ask next.
LiPo safe bag.
Yep.
I have a charger. I charge all mine LiPo balance, but I was thinking about it the other day, and they've been charged up fully for a couple months now and haven't been ran. I was thinking, should I discharge them and then charge them back up, discharge them, or put them in storage mode? Or what's the best way to do it so they don't sit there and puff up or go bad?
Put them in storage mode.
Just so
put them. If you know you're not going to use your batteries for a long time, like over the winter or whatever, put them in storage mode. So storage mode puts them not half, but or a little bit less than half, I believe. I can't remember which one it is. But it just brings down the voltage, and it's the LiPo likes to be at that voltage for a long time. If you store it at a high capacity and don't drain it, that's bad for the battery.
That's when they puff up.
Yeah, that's when they might puff up.
Okay.
So
LiPo batteries in laptops that puff up are that's when you see people that use their laptops and whenever they're home they have them plugged in. Well, you should always unplug it and let the battery discharge a bit and then have to charge it up. That way your laptop battery will last longer.
Well, if you leave a battery, say you ran your car, it hit LiPo cutoff mode, so the batteries are done. If you leave them for a while without charging them, that damages it, doesn't it? Or how long can you go without having to charge it? Because I left mine for a couple days and then I charged them up. So I was like, oh, I forgot to charge.
A couple days is fine. Like I got one here. I got a 3S there. It's 3% power. Like it's dead. It's 3%. It's lower than low voltage cutoff, and I'm just waiting to recharge it. But I know I'm probably going to charge it tomorrow or the next day. So usually storage mode is about 30%. I think it is 30 or 35%. So when you go bashing and you come back and you check your battery, if it's a little bit less than half, it should be good. You don't have to recharge it. But if you do hit LiPo cutoff, then put it into your charger and charge it up as storage, and it will charge it up. And if it's got too much current, your charger will take away the current. So it's going to trickle. It's going to get the power off of it, and it's just going to bring it down to the proper voltage.
Yeah, this is an old charger, but it was great. That thing, a lot of them look like this setup, that many buttons and that screen and that position and the fan, but this has the right settings where you can actually discharge it to storage, or you can take it from I can just set it on discharge if I want, and then I can just watch the numbers and I can stop it when I want to. So I can.
Yeah, that's how I got one of those iMax V6 chargers, the blue ones that are real popular. You know, it's just like that one.
Yeah, Net Cruiser also says he's left his batteries fully charged for a long time, and no problem. I did too. I've done it, and once in a while, or if you do it, it doesn't. It might puff up. It might not. It all depends on the temperature. There's might be a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
Last winter,
all mine are charged right now, and I've only had one that puffed a teeny bit. It's not like real puff. It's like just a bit swollen, but that's why I was wondering about it, because I don't want them to start puffing up on me.
But you balance charge yours all the time, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I balance charge mine also. What I mean by a long time, it's not a week, 2 weeks, or even a month. What I'm talking about is 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months. That's what I mean by if you're not going to be using your batteries for a long time, then you're better off putting them in storage mode.
Okay.
Yeah, I got like 8 2S batteries that are in storage mode because I haven't used them in over a year. If I went and I charged that thing up right now, they'd still run good.
Bill Biden says when in the old days, when he used to run NiCads, he used to build his own NiCads.
That's cool. Yeah, now I can build LiPos the same way I used to build NiCads, because you can buy these round ones for like $6.
Cool. Oswald says he swallowed and passed a 1-cell battery.
Oh.
That
Wow.
I would find that hard to believe.
Yeah. How and why?
Yeah, and why?
Please tell me you didn't recharge it.
Yeah. Did your body recharge it? You swallowed it discharged, and it came out charged?
Well, it might have been one of those. It might have been one of these there.
Oh, for the little drones?
Yeah, the ones for the little drones there.
Yeah, got those. You can get some really small ones.
Yeah, I know.
You seen the batteries that they have set up for? It's a little power plant, which all it is throttle, and I think you can get 2 little elevator controls on it, so you can actually make a paper airplane, and then you clip this to the back of the paper airplane, and then you can have a radio controlled airplane.
Yeah, I seen that on I think it was RC Sailors. The directions show you how to fold different types of airplanes, and then no, I'm sorry, that one, it was a gun that shoots it out.
Yeah, Oswald said that when he swallowed the battery, it was dead, and when it came out, it was fully charged.
That's what I said.
Was he feeling a little drained though?
He might have felt drained. I don't know.
That's funny.
Those guys are funny.
Must have lost the bet.
Too many parts. I started cleaning my desk. Made it look good. Now I'm debating tomorrow and this weekend. I'm probably gonna keep going on the interior of the Winnebago. So I haven't worked on it in almost a month. So I want to start working on the interior and do all the carpet and the bench and doing the walls. I got to fix a fridge door, and that's going to be with styrene. So that should be kind of neat. I want to make it so it opens again like it used to. I'm probably going to try to do shelves inside. I'm thinking I might get some plastic or to do a glass shelf inside in the fridge, so it actually looks like a glass shelf, like a fridge shelf.
Styrene.
Yeah, I could do it in styrene, but I want something clear to look like a glass shelf.
You can get clear styrene.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
You just sand the edges where you want to glue it. It'll look frosted, and then you put the glue on it. Boom.
Cool.
I had some here for a while, but I kept using it up on windows for trailers and stuff. But Green Tree sells it.
Okay. Well, thanks for the nice comments, Mars. And thanks for dropping by. He's leaving. He's got to go. So, and he's telling everybody, fly hard and fly safe.
All right.
We usually say, have fun RCing.
And keep the rubber side down.
Yeah, rubber side down.
Keep bashing.
Some guys right at the bottom of their truck. If you see this, please flip me over.
Yeah, like Net Cruiser's got the big red arrow on the bottom of his. So
Yeah, on the bottom of his car, he's got, this is the front.
yeah.
Front is this way.
Which I've been looking at those technos now that he's got all the techno videos up. I've been wanting one. I went to the hobby shop and they had a new track set up and seen a couple of those technos running on the track, and man, those things quick. It's
Yeah,
like
the techno race cars are they're pretty nice. They've followed a lot of evolution and they're pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad in price for the kits, but you know, you got to put all your own electronics in it, and if you're gonna buy something that's that nice, you might as well not cheap out on the system. You're not gonna put a Go RC in it, you know, brushless in it. So I got to do some more research and figure out what's the best setups in that before I pull the trigger.
So Mars saying, drive hard and drive safe.
There we go.
LOL. Night all. See you later. And Kagan is saying, keep them between the ditches. Keep them between the ditches.
Driving street cars now?
Yeah, they're talking about street cars, I guess.
Yeah, it must be.
Okay, Oswald is saying, how many Red Cat Everest 10 does it take to make a 6x6? I don't know if you can make it a 6x6 with a Red Cat. I don't know if you can take the pumpkin and actually do a pass-through. I don't know. Yeah, Net Cruiser saying he needed that arrow for the EB410 because when you put them backward or flip them, it looks backward from the bottom. So that's the reason he did that, which makes sense.
I think in racing, I think they have to go to race mode on the ESC and they can't have reverse.
No, you cannot have reverse on your ESC. That's correct.
Which I don't understand. Like, what would be the point of not being able to reverse?
I am so there with you, Steve-O. Just like those competitions you see where they're trailing and then it's like, oh, reverse. It's like,
Because
what?
if let's say you're on a trail, okay, and you're against a wall, and then you want to hit the reverse. The problem with hitting the reverse, you have to turn, and if you're in a rush, you might turn or reverse too fast or whatever. The problem with on a racetrack is you have cars going like this all the time. But if you try to reverse, it's like reversing in traffic on the Queensway.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't understand why being
In other words, if you crash, you have to wait for the tow truck to put you back on the track.
yeah. That for racing I get it. But for crawling, I don't
Oh,
I
for
don't
crawling, I don't think you have to disable it for the reverse in comps. I never heard that. In
No,
comps
No.
for
always
crawling?
penalized. I see all the videos where you're penalized for backing up.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he.
Oh yes, that's on the pro that comes from the pro rock crawlers, like the real rock crawlers, the one that were low to the ground and all that. Those were so you lose points if you back up. That's so that if you pick a line, you better make sure you're in that line and you do that line perfectly. It's just a point thing, to lose point or to gain point. So if you really picked a good line and you did not back up, then you get more points than the other guy that had to back up.
Okay, but let's just say that I never rolled over once in a competition, but you never had to back up because of your crazy steering you have on your rig.
Yeah.
You end up winning even though you rolled over twice and I backed up twice. You would actually win if we had close to the same time because rolling over is less points. That I don't get that. If it's something that looks like it could drive on the street, then I don't see why you shouldn't be able to back up on the trail. Because if we're just doing trail trucks, whether you're on rocks with them or trailing through the woods through gates, I don't see why you should be penalized for backing up because people do that on the weekends with their.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. Trail trucks or some rock crawling, like the rock crawling we do with our trail trucks, that rule of no backup should not exist. And in all the competition I've ever been in Quebec City, Toronto, or ever, I never seen that rule. So to me, that rule, as far as I know, even in Sorca, they don't use that no backup rule in Sorca. So that house rule, or if ever you went in a comp and you saw that, I don't know where it was, but it is a stupid rule, and the guy should not have it. Those were used way back when comp crawlers were used.
I see it all the time on RC Sparks channels. They're always counting backups and
even the comps that they did this year.
The
Oh, really?
tough truck.
Well, everybody does it different. That's what it's just like when you play pool at a bar. You play house rules. So when you go on somebody else's track, it's always good to read the rules of that track. Yes, you might not agree with all those rules. Yes, some rules do suck, but rules are rules and they're made for whatever reason, but you can't really fight them.
They get penalized for reverse. Then I seen they get a different penalty for just a flip over, and then they get a different type of penalty for a reposition.
Like if they can't get
hand
past
of God. Yeah, they call it the hand of God. But if everybody's getting penalized the same, you might as well. It doesn't matter then. If you do a good run, I guess you're going to do a good run because the other guys got the same obstacles.
True. Well, good night, Axiomatics. Thanks for dropping in, and I'll send you an email once I know if those axles are going to work.
Later, Ax.
Later.
All right, we got that part.
Yeah, Oswald is saying the same thing. No backup. That's not a choice. It's a nonsense. Like to me, it's no backup should not be in the trail truck or the kind of competition we do. Hey man, it's already 11:04. Man, time flies.
Oh, 11:04. 12:03 here.
That's true. You're an hour forward. That was kind of weird when we drove down there, and as soon as we hit Edmundston, we're in New Brunswick, and the time changed. So my watch changed. Not my watch, my phone. But the car didn't. Everything else didn't. But then we were at the hotel or at the restaurant. I can't remember. And the lady goes, "Oh, you must still be in Quebec time because here we're an hour later." So like, okay.
Yeah, you're traveling towards the sun when you come to the east.
Yeah. But what is weird is as soon as you leave New Brunswick from the coast, you get to Quebec side, but you're still farther. And then I went to Gaspé, which is farther east, and you're still in the same time zone. So it's kind of weird the way the time zone works. All of Quebec stays in the same time zone we are, but New Brunswick is not. It's kind of screwed up.
Well, just think when how maddening it must have been when you go to different cities when their time zone was set by the sun from wherever they were. So there was no such thing as universal time.
Yeah, Oswald says no backup usually is for a rule for a two-driver when a person hits the person hits the throttle and the other one hits the other one steer and the other one hits the throttle. So I don't know why they're making that rules or why they do those rules over there in out west, but it is to me stupid.
So if you use your winch, do you get penalized for using your winch?
You don't get penalized for using your winch. You get rewarded for using scale accessories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That
but isn't reverse a scale accessories?
You'd think that a gear that comes naturally from when you buy the truck stock from a showroom, that would be a standard option or a standard equipment because it's not something you can check off on your options page.
True.
So if you flipped over, instead of getting a flip over or the hand of God, couldn't you just hook up your winch and pull yourself back over?
Yeah, or you can get a friend
to help you out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see that works on trail runs and fun runs and stuff like that, but not at tough truck when you're running one truck on one course on a time. So
yeah, because you got just one person being timed and all that, you wouldn't have somebody to help you.
Yeah, usually when you're doing a tough truck challenge, you are allowed to back up. You are allowed to go forward. If you flip, you are allowed to take it with your hand and put it back on the road on its wheel, but you do get penalized. You do not have time to take your winch out because it's a timed course. So you'd rather flip it than take your winch out and hook it up and try to flip it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I know that when they do that Rude Boys, like you can't even flip your own truck over. You can't touch it. The judge has to touch it. So it's like they're really strict on their rules, I guess.
Well, actually, when you're doing a tough truck challenge, if you flip it, you are not allowed to touch the truck. It's the ref or the guy that's looking at your truck that's counting the points. He's the one that has to take your truck and put it back on the trail.
Yeah, that's what I just said. You can't even touch it yourself. You got to wait for the referee to flip
it. Yeah, for the marshal or the ref. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I heard some of the comments because your mic is kind of low a little bit, but we had that complaint earlier on the thing that some people have a hard time understanding what you're talking because I guess you're using your phone and your microphone is farther away.
Oh yeah, yep, it is. I'll have to hook up the thing. The other here.
Then that is true. Bill was what Bill just said. When you assist, it does not help you for a point, but it helps your friend's points. So
Yeah, so
when you're the one assisting, you're the one getting the point.
Oh.
But if you flipped over, you don't lose any point because your friend helped you, but your friend gets a point.
that I want to get into. I want to get into team events like that where you can actually help out your teammates by actually looking you up. Oh man, that's way better.
You can hear me now?
Like you're in the same room.
There we go.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right.
You're louder than Tank now.
I just won't yell. I'll speak low.
Speak low.
Very big stick.
Yeah, so I wanted to try out, there's a crawler course by the house here. It's called Family RC. It's a hobby shop. It's got an outdoor racetrack, and it's got the crawler track. It's got like a cave and a bridge. And they were actually out of town the weekend that Wayne came. So we didn't get to try it out, but I will be trying that place out for sure.
Cool. Hey, we have Earl that just joined us. Welcome in, Earl. And
Hey, Frank.
What's up, Alvin?
Since Alvin is here, now it's time to say bye to everybody. We've been on for 2 hours.
And now I got my mic on.
Yeah, now that you got your mic. No, I'll stay on for a little bit.
But now that we can hear you and Elvin's
Right.
here, gotta go.
He's like, I'll stay on for just a little bit more.
And it is getting late where Alvin is. So
Installing.
Where's Alvin at?
Oh, he's in California. It's early
Sorry,
over there.
I'm gonna interrupt you.
Oh, dude, I'm not even gonna listen to you now.
Yeah, it is 8:10 p.m.
Yeah, sorry, I just heard you're in California.
We'll be installing these black chrome rims from Axio that I got.
Those are from Traxxas, not Axial.
No, Axio. Axio. Not Axio. Axio.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Axiomatic sent me them, so I'm going to be installing them on my Stampede and taking these other ones that I had on there off.
Cool. Yeah, I have those black chrome ones on my Stampede. I love them. They look nice.
Yeah,
They look really.
that comes with the VXLs.
Yeah. The regular chrome looks nice as well on the tail. That black chrome just looks so much nicer.
Oh my God! Even Kagan is jumping in now. What's going on?
Well, he seen that I was jumping on, so he was like, "Oh God, I gotta jump on now."
The freaks come out at night.
Yeah.
Oswald is saying sexy rubber.
You reinforce that body, Alvin, with some Gorilla Tape?
No, I haven't picked it yet. I need to.
Oh, okay.
I just have it sitting on there because it looks nice.
Right.
It looks a lot meaner than the old one. As much as I love the old one, it looks a lot meaner than the old one.
So Alvin.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought I had the black chrome on. What truck did I get the black chrome? I can't remember. This is my Stampede.
police.
That looks like the regular chrome. Isn't that the black chrome?
No, it is the regular chrome. I thought I had the black chrome, but I guess I don't. Hey, I got to glue back my wheel. Oops. Shows you how much I take care of my truck. Hey, they're all dirty. Well loved. Hey, I got it.
Kagan, you're just in time. I just got my roof. It's my cutout.
I saw that.
I just got it cut. I just pulled that last piece out. Now I got the big giant doors to see inside and a moonroof.
Okay, nice.
What are you holding up there?
looking really Marlin. Hold on, I'll show you. You see it?
Oh,
It's a turtle.
that's my bumper.
Is that the?
I had to get on and show you that at least.
That's the freaking bumper that I've been trying to find. Oh,
Isn't that the one you're
It
trying to
was
find?
It was
Keegan-
backordered forever.
Keegan will sell it to you for double the price.
I got the sliders coming too eventually.
oh, yeah.
September or something.
Well, you know, Kagan, he always gets like he's the one that got the first Marlin. He's the one that gets all the first stuff. So he must have a nin with our RC four-wheel drive or something.
I got my Marlin before he got his.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought it was Kagan that actually got it first.
Hagen was waiting for his longer than mine.
Ah, that's
My guy
Yeah, I
at
pre-ordered
got one in his shop sooner.
so it's fair then. You got the Marlin first, and he got the bumper first. So it's all fair and game.
Well, no, it's not fair.
And you shaved, and Kagan is actually growing his beard.
Oh,
That's right.
jeez, man. We're like the opposite brothers here.
Yeah.
Check that out, Keegan.
Oh wow.
I
Nice
cut
job.
it in one piece.
I'm glad I
So
realized
good.
before I finished putting it on, I put that wheel on backwards. That was the wrong one. Nope, that's the wrong one as well. This one.
Keegan, you going on Thingiverse?
Nope.
Okay, you can go on Thingiverse and check out those hubs.
Oh, nice.
Those are
just like the Yoda hubs.
Yeah, those are 3D printed, and all they are is PLA. And I have no nut on those, and these tires
wow.
come off.
It's good to know.
So you have to go really slow putting them on because they're not threaded; they're just a hole. So you thread it onto the shaft, and these tires have not come off, and those are. It's like the whole width of the inside of it becomes a lock nut. So instead of having a tiny little band of lock nut, you have this whole freaking thing of lock nut.
Yeah, there's a lot of extra space in there.
Yeah, and I painted the ones up front, but I didn't paint the ones in the back. So
Okay, yep. They just look like hubs.
yeah.
Not locking hubs.
And my
And Kagan, did you see at the start? I got some new little leaf spring thing at the back of my truck now.
Yeah, those are slick.
I'm cutting
I saw
this.
that you're letting Chris do some stuff too.
Yeah.
Those Bauhaus products.
I'm cutting this in here, so it comes in here and then goes down to this first ledge and then goes back up.
Okay, yeah.
So you're not going to try to make the tailgate open. You're just going to do a notch a little bit on the top, just like the doors.
Right. If I was gonna make the tailgate so it was open or just not even there, I would have to cut the whole bottom out and then drop it so it was look like a full bed, as opposed to the not quite full bed. How's yours looking, Keegan?
Pretty factory still. I put the winch on the front, that's about it, and I'm working on inner fenders. Putting this rubber flex seal stuff on them.
I got a winch, but I didn't give me instructions with my winch, and I plugged it into a small 3S battery and burnt it out.
Oh, bummer.
Oh no, it's probably like a 2S winch.
Yep, I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah. Net Cruiser, when the heck did you see my Stampede going? I can't remember when I would have taken it out and you were around.
He's been stalking you. He's been right in your back window. Play with it.
I'm trying to remember the times we've seen each other, and I can't remember
It
when.
was probably at that GB9 or whatever.
But yeah, it's just a straight VXL. I haven't done anything. I haven't even changed the gears, but I do run it on 3S. That's what makes it nuts.
Yeah, I haven't tried 3S on this yet, and I actually am going to be upgrading it to the actual VXL system now that Axio sent me it. Right now, it's just on a 3000 kV system, which I definitely it was nice. But honestly, I got it that low kV just so it's like the brushless version of the stock motor. I didn't want it to be like more power. I just wanted it to be a brushless version.
Okay. You know how strong your truck is right now on 2S and how fun it is and all that? On
Yeah.
3S, it's funner, but you'll start breaking dry shaft. You'll start breaking C-hubs. You'll start breaking different stuff.
Oh yeah.
On 3S, one thing you have to be careful on how you drive it is when you stop and go. Like, as soon as you stop and go on 3S, there's so much torque. That's when those dry shaft, they just twist off that big ball there, and it just becomes loose. It's just
Yeah.
crazy how fast you go through those dry shafts.
A friend of mine builds rock bouncers. He builds the chassis from scratch, and he welds them all up, and they look really great. He did one of the last one he built that I saw was the Outlaw.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
he actually put that on a slash system, and he went up a hill with it. And he said, "Okay, got to take the wheels off." I'm like, "Why? It went up that hill, no problem." He said, "No, it didn't go up the way I thought it was going to." He said it was screaming, but it wasn't moving very fast. Well, yeah, you were driving on loose gypsum. He took the shafts out, and you could see the shafts in the back. They had a nice twist in them. They were completely twisted. It's like,
wow.
And he just knew. Like, how'd you know that?
Almost. It looks so nice.
3S to 6S.
Yeah. Yeah, NetCruiser saying it was at the, and I remember now, it was at the Recon G6 at the beach. We were racing the short course, and there was some bomber there. There was some Yetis. There was a whole bunch of different stuff. And I was actually in the class of the Yetis and the bombers. And there was a guy there that had a fast one. I think it was a bomber, but he was saying like his was the fastest one there. So I kind of took him on a straightaway. And then he goes, "Yep, you're faster than me." So that was kind of cool. But I was basically the fastest one there. It was fun.
That's cool.
It was a fun weekend. The G6 there in Canada. It was cool.
Is that the one you just went on recently?
Yeah, with my son. Yeah,
that's cool. Heck yeah.
You have video for that coming, right, Tank?
I got lots of videos coming. I just got to sit down and do them. It's just a time. It's just a time. But the G6, the beach, the only time I did not record anything on the beach for the racing is when I was racing, or my son, because we were racing at the same time. But that was weird. Same time, but different class. So they had two classes racing at the same time. So short course and monster truck were all racing at the same time, but they had two different winners. So it was weird. Everybody was in everybody's way, so it was fun.
That black chrome is so nice on there.
Yeah.
It does. It really looks good with that body. Very cool.
Yeah, that looks very nice. I want to get more green RPM, like the A-arms and whatnot.
No.
No, I like the black and the dark chrome. That looks good.
Well, I'm a green guy, so I want to get as much as I can change to green. Like, if I could, I would change the chassis to green, but I want the OG chassis to stay. That's the one part I'm going to keep on there. Like, if I upgrade most, I'm going to keep the chassis the same.
Hey, John, if you come this weekend at the crawl event I'm doing this weekend at 1 o'clock, you're actually going to see my 6x6. So I fixed a 6x6 last night, and it's all running now. It's in the car, and it's ready to go. So this weekend, I'm actually crawling with my 6x6. So that should be fun.
That's cool.
The Beast, right?
Yeah, the Beast.
Can you make me present for a second?
Yeah.
Keegan, I would recommend this. There's the part number.
Gotcha. Yep. CE0016. Gotcha.
Okay.
Basic lighting system.
That's the lighting system from RC 4-wheel drive. It works great on the regular trail finder. It's gonna give you 2 extra lights in the back because we don't have the Marlin doesn't have the side signals. Right on.
I also got the rubber fenders. I'm gonna try those out too.
I didn't
Cool.
get those. I got
Frank, was your video on live that you put those on? I was trying to remember. I've watched it, but was it a live video or one you recorded when you?
No, I think it was a video I recorded when I put the lights on my truck. Yes.
No, the rubber fenders.
Oh, rubber fenders. It must have been a recorded video. I don't think I didn't do a lot of fixing live, bench work live.
Gotcha.
It's kind of tough because I can't read and I can't do that. So I'm going to try not to do as much, but I will do some tweaking. But to do a full build, I don't think I'll do that.
It's okay, Frank. Our tank. We have so many apps now where you can just speak, the words will come up. So it's all right that you can't read.
Oh. Not that I can't read, it's just I can't.
It's
Multilingual.
okay, man. Nobody's judging you.
Well, it's just like on my phone now. I don't type anymore. I just hit that little microphone and I speak in my phone.
Yeah, you get your son to spell them out, the big words for you.
Yes.
Yeah. I got the rubber fenders too.
Oh yeah.
I put those on
nice.
with resin because I saw the different glues where they wouldn't stick, and I scratched up the paint underneath quite a bit before I put the resin on because I wanted to have something to bite into.
Did you scratch the rubber up too, or?
Just very slightly. But the thing I noticed is when you get these in, you got to hold them down so much because if you don't, they lift away from the body a little bit, and then you'll always have that gap there. And that's just, I got that on 2 spots on mine, and it's just a pain. I ended up filling it with resin so it wouldn't put stuff and catch inside that and then end up wedging it apart. But
yeah, but yours looks different than mine and his. I think you must have got an earlier version than what we got because mine does not do that, and mine actually hooks up a heck of a lot differently.
Okay, yeah, you've got the super, super wide ones. I have the ones that aren't super wide.
I see.
See, mine are just very slightly arched. I actually had to...
Right. Kagan, you got the same one I got.
Yep. Big Boss fender flares.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got the little fender flares. These
right,
are just
you got the employee ones. We're the big bosses. Yeah, we understand.
But they're made out of the same material, so you got to get... I recommend getting clamps. Clamping them as many as you can to each wheel well. Only do one at a time.
Gotcha.
But these have never come off.
Cool.
Cool.
Thanks, Net Cruiser. John's about to go, so he says he's going to jump off. Thanks for talking to us. Appreciate it. And just before you go, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget, guys, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe. And if you hit the thumbs down button, well, that's okay. Just let me know in the bottom why you don't like it, and we'll try to correct it for next time.
Right after we ban you for life.
It's because...
All right, guys, I got to go too. I got a long day in the morning.
All right, Troy, take it easy, man.
It's 2.5 hours now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let everybody say bye, and then I'll go do the last word. So, Earl, you say bye. Earl?
Bye, everybody.
Now we're going to go with Kagan. Kagan, you say bye. Steve O.D., get ready to say bye.
Later.
And Troy?
Bye.
Thanks, God, guys. We're going to stay on and chat a little longer and chat about other stuff and maybe swear a little because we won't be online now. So that's the benefit of being in the chat. Once I go offline, we stay on, we chat, and we talk about other stuff. Thanks a lot, guys, and Bill and all the other guys that actually was watching. It was a good night. It was a good chat, and we'll see you next week on RC Talk. Thanks, and keep having fun, guys.